Alright, here we are back for match number 1. Took quite a while to find a match, actually. That's unfortunate. I had a mulligan. Keep this hand, though. With the Sign in Blood, I would expect that we're going to draw more cards, so I'm going to keep that on top. And draw. I'm probably not going to cycle the Baron more, though, for a little while, just because I don't think I need the extra card. And at the same time, on turn 3, if I go Sign in Blood and I don't draw, you know, a third land, I could just play it. Well, Swamp is annoying. I don't believe Teachings is that good of a matchup, although it could be. It easily could be. Alright. Another Sign in Blood, so let's just get in there for one. See what my opponent has to say about it. Probably nothing. Sign in Blood, myself. Alright, so we drew another land, but I'm still just going to play the Baron more. And we'll cycle this one. The reason why is I really want to hit some more lands. I think it's just better. I'm in for a grind here. Oh, God. Alright. Attack for one. So I can definitely tell you that game 1, it's definitely in Teaching's favor, obviously. But games 2 and 3, I think it's a bit more even. Forbidden Alchemy. That's interesting. My opponent got value. Ooh, soul manipulation. Maybe this isn't Teachings? Or if it is Teachings, maybe it's the creature version. The creature version, you're a bit better against. Because your cards actually do things. So, okay. Man, could you imagine if Amulet of Vigor was a common? Oh my god. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, just gonna go ahead and cycle this. Had I known I was gonna draw all these lands, I would have cycled this one. A Gray Merchant. Well, we'll just get that out there because drains for 2 and it's creature that attacks, so we'll just get that out there. Alright, third Sign in Blood's pretty good. Don't know if I want to really cast it though into so much open mana. But I don't think my opponent's ever gonna not have mana, so might as well just Sign in Blood. Might not counter it. Might wait to counter the threats that I draw, which is exactly what they did. So that flashback on Think Twice, I assume. Oh, play Think Twice and flashback it. Okay, sure. You got it, Fran. Alright, so it looks like my opponent is the creature version. I'm not going to use Tendrils of Corruption on this. I'd rather try to get value off of my Disfigure. It's going to be a lot harder for my opponent to kill my guy than his. So, Phyrexian Rager. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and get in there. I am turning my 2 damage person sideways, sir. Alright. Disfigure. I have to imagine that this is going to resolve. Yeah, I don't think my opponent really cares about his Seagate Oracle. And we'll cast Phyrexian Rager. He's probably going to counter it, but I don't think holding it is going to help me any. Exclude. That's what I assume is going on. Oh, so many. Ugh. I didn't think my opponent would be playing 2 of them. Alright. Jeez, another Chainer's Edict. Alright. I think I'll just use a Chainer's Edict of my own since it's sorcery speed. And then we'll just go ahead and pass turn. Alright. So, Unearth on Phyrexian Rager. See if that resolves. Doubt it will, but might as well see. Oh, hey, look at that, it did. I can't believe it. And Victim of 9. Alright. So my opponent played another Seagate Oracle, discarded a Evolving Wilds. I'm going to attack, try to get value off of my Disfigure again. See what my opponent has to say about it. Now, the creature version is... Alright, we'll just use Chainer's Edict then. The creature version is a lot different than the Curse of the Bloody Tome version because you can actually remove all their creatures. It's a long and very timely process, but you can do it theoretically. All right, counterspell 1 down. Looks like my opponent is on the race me plan, which I should have played my Grey Merchant first. But still, I think I can take pokes of 1 for a little while. Gonna attempt to play this Grey Merchant, because we kind of have to. They're never tapping out, so it's gonna either get countered or it won't. Yep. My opponent has plenty of ways to draw cards in their graveyard, but they're not drawing anymore, which is interesting since they were only down to, I think, 5 cards. I think I'll take 1 here, and then do this at the end of turn. No, I guess that's not a good thing. Because, the reason not to do that is because Disfigure kills Moldrifter anyway. What the... Wow, he counterspelled that. Jeez. Alright. I'm actually genuinely surprised by that. Combod Witches. Okay. Drawing fairly well here. Agony Warp, alright. Let's go ahead and play Combod Witches and see what my opponent wants to do. Hopefully they don't have a third Soul Manipulation. That would actually suck quite a bit. Another counterspell, alright. Well, since there are 3 counterspells down, I'm going to go ahead and I think Tendrils this. Yep, I had a feeling that would work. And now we're back in the life lead, I guess. Do they not have any more Think Twice? No, they do. Maybe my opponent just doesn't remember about it. You know, I'm surprised my opponent's countering those things. Considering the fact... I'm just going to do this now before he draws the cards. Because I want the Moldrifter dead. I'm quite surprised that my opponent is not flashbanging Think Twice and countering my things when he has Chainer's Edicts in the graveyard. I'm just quite surprised by that. Now the Swamp. Alright, we're just going to keep that in my hand for now. Drew Phyrexian Rager. We'll play it. It resolves. Sweet. Alright, we'll play this Swamp though. And pass turn. I mean, I think I know why. Like, my opponent probably is afraid of decking. But, you know. I mean, maybe he'll use the Chainer's Edict now. So, we'll see. Looks like he's doing something. Or she's doing something, I'm not sure. If my opponent is a male or female. There's the big boss. The Gurmag Angler. Alright. Guess we'll go Oubliette first. Alright. See what my opponent gets. Couldn't really go Chainer's Edict there first because they lost Doomblade, Agony Warp, and I don't think they lost Counterspell. Okay. There's a Disfigure. Wow, resolved. Holy crap. I'm actually surprised. And then I'll go ahead and Chainer's Edict his last threat. Keep the Swamp in my hand and pass turn. So, my opponent scooped there. I'm actually genuinely surprised. I think my opponent kind of just scooped there out of frustration, but I'm not really sure. So obviously Disfigures are bad, Nihil Spell Bombs are good. This is bad. Victim of Night is okay because of the Gurmag Anglers. I mean, my opponent could be bringing in Curse of the Bloody Tome, so it's fair to want to keep in some removal. But I think that I can reasonably take it out. I think Unearth is not that good. I think Death Deny is just better. Bring in Duresses, the Distress, and the Keeping Shinobi and the Corrupts. Oh, I thought I had 5 Grey Merchants for a second. I was like, what? So I have to take out 5 cards. Could probably... See, against this version, it's kind of tricky. Could probably just take out Combod Witches since they're not very good. Probably take out an Oubliette. because you kind of want cards in the graveyard for Gurmag Angler at the same time. And Oubliette's cool, but I mean, you know, if they bring in, I don't know what, and could probably take out a Chainer's Edict. I kind of want to leave in Tendrils if they're the aggro version, just because I kind of like Tendrils. This might not be a foolproof sideboard plan, but I think it's the best I can offer. The only thing that I wonder, maybe, I mean, because of Seagate Oracle, Chainer's Edict kind of goes down a little bit, so I think that this is the best configuration. It might be fair to leave in an Oubliette over a Tendrils, but I don't think so. This hand's good. Has both Nihil Spellbombs already, but I think it's okay. I think we can keep the Baron Moore hand. Now, Duress is a tricky card in this deck. In this type of deck, you really want to play Duress not like on turn 1 or anything, because you're not stopping them from comboing so much as you are using it to get a spell through. So you really want to play the Duress like, you know, when you're going to actually play a spell. And I'm just going to play both Baron Moors here. I'm not going to... actually... never mind. I was not going to play the Nihil Spellbomb, and then I decided I do want to play the Nihil Spellbomb, but I didn't, so... It's cool. So yeah, like, Duress is really, you use Duress to try and get a spell through. My opponent does not have double blue, which is interesting. My opponent then decided to play Seagate Oracle, which is funny. So here I'm probably going to play Chainer's Edict plus Nihil Spellbomb. I'm not really sure if playing Chittering Rats is going to help me all that much, though I suppose it could. I suppose it's probably better, actually. The reason why is because if my opponent doesn't have another blue, it stops them from getting another blue. They might be forced to just use Think Twice on their turn. I mean, if by God's good graces they miss a land drop, that's even better, which they didn't, and they had Dimir Aqueduct, which is unfortunate. But also because if they can't deal with it, it's just a good blocker, and I can save the Chainer's Edict for a little later. I don't think I'm going to use the Nihil Spellbomb as soon as I play it, though. I don't think picking off a Think Twice is really going to help me. How did that get in the graveyard? Oh, he's cycled it. Okay. I was like, how the heck did that get in the graveyard? Alright. I'm going to Duress him now. See what my opponent has. Just so I have more information. Ooh, my opponent went to Think Twice. So now I can actually play Nihil Spellbomb and get both Think Twices. They have Forbidden Alchemy, 2 Gurmag Anglers, a Muldrifter, and a Seagate Oracle. Jeez. Alright, well, I think I'm actually going to take the... Let me just do this real quick. I actually kind of think that I want to take the Soul Manipulation, because I think it's the most versatile card. I mean, they have 4 mana, but they also have a Seagate Oracle already. But then again, the Forbidden Alchemy, like, how often are they going to have mana up for the Soul Manipulation? But the Forbidden Alchemy could also just, mill them a bunch of cards that they don't need. So I think I'm just going to take the Soul Manipulation just based on power level. So let's just cross that out real quick. Haha, snipping tool. So now we can play the Nihil Spellbomb. And we're going to use it right away, hopefully draw land. And, oh wow, my opponent just scooped. Okay,